Hi, you guys. Welcome to Nourishing Traditions. I am Molly Bravo, and I've actually already pre-recorded a video for you guys that is in Module 1, which talks all about traditional diets and who Weston Price is. So for those of you that haven't watched that video, I do want to just give you a quick little recap. We are working out of this book. It is Nourishing Traditions. It's written by Sally Fallon. Sally Fallon loved Weston Price, and she's actually the president of the Weston Price Foundation, which was founded in 1999. And Weston A. Price was a dentist. He lived in Canada, and he was trying to find the correlation between poor health and dental health. So he traveled all over the world. He met with indigenous tribes, and what he found was that their dental health had a direct correlation to the health of their overall well-being. And once Western diet came into play, all of their health and their teeth started to fall apart. Weston Price believes in four major things. It's all about eating real food, whole ingredients, sourcing locally, and eating seasonally. So that's what we are going to be talking about over the next 8 weeks when we meet. And I am going to be showing you traditional cooking methods that will help you not necessarily think about eating in terms of being on a diet, but eating in terms of this is a lifestyle shift. And I think one of the really amazing things is that you can eat the butter, you can eat the cream. The goal is that you want high quality ingredients and you want them to be as unadulterated as possible. So you want raw milk, raw dairy, live probiotics in your belly, ferments, organic, locally sourced ingredients. But that's not really what I want to talk about right now. What I want to talk about right now is the project that I would love for you to start working on this week. And I would love to have you share your findings in the discussion links below. So, what I've been doing for the last 6 months is I have been working on a book, and I had no idea where this book was going to lead me. I'm really excited about it. But it originally started as a cookbook, and it has transpired into a journey back in time. And I started interviewing my parents and people in my family that are over the age of 80. I started collecting documentation of how they did things back in the Depression era and the post-war era. And what I have found is a slower, simpler, more thoughtful way of doing things. I have learned recipes on canning and preserving food, dehydrating, freezing your produce from the summer months. And one of the most special gifts that I received is this sweet little recipe box. And I'm sure for some of you, you might have one of these that has been given to you and passed down, but this was my grandmother's that was given to my mom, and now it has just been given to me. And within this recipe box holds so much history. I don't know if you can see that, but when my grandmother used to collect recipes, and what you guys can see here is that people used to post things in the newspaper. Okay, let's see if they have it on here. Oops. They used to post recipes in the newspaper that she would then cut out and she would put onto these tiny little cards. And what I love is that these recipes, as you guys know, They weren't just like a plain old recipe for banana bread. It would be like Grandma Dottie's famous banana bread recipe. And so there's so much rich history and connection and community that is found within these traditional recipes and ways that they used to do things. What I would love to see you start exploring this week is starting the interviewing process of your family members. Make some time to call your mom or to call your grandmother and to start asking about why you guys have the traditions in your families that you have, why you eat certain things during certain holidays, or where those recipes came from, how many generations they've been in your family, and start documenting. Start exploring the rich history of your family lineage. And it might also help make sense of why you gravitate towards certain foods or certain creature comforts that you have. This has been a really fun project for me, and I feel like I'm actually just getting started. Um, but within the first module that you guys are looking at, you will find a place where you can start writing down all of these recipes from your family, and you can create your own scrapbook or you can start your own documentation process. Maybe give it away as a Christmas gift to the people in your family. And I also have some tips on the interviewing process if you're not sure of like questions that you should be asking your family members. I have used my phone as like a recording mechanism and then also been typing things out on the computer just so that I have written and audio transcribing available for myself. But I think that this is a really great place for us to start our journey in the awakening process. And I hope that it helps bridge any kind of gap that you may have between your past, what's going on right now, and how we can help build a better future for the generations to come. So I just want to thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with me. I hope that you love this course and this whole process. Please let me know in the discussion group how things are going. If you're getting stuck on anything, you can always reach out to me. And starting next week, we are going to start moving into some of the basic cooking techniques. So I'm going to show you all about sprouting. We're going to talk a little bit about fermentation, but one of the whole modules in the future is going to be dedicated towards that. But we will be talking about sprouting next week for sure. And I'm going to have you guys participate in doing your own sprouting at home. So please make sure that you have the jars available, any seeds that you might want to get, and all of that can be found on the Cultures for Health website, which should be in your module. So thank you again. I will see you soon. It is always an honor to connect, and I want to thank you for being a part of this journey with me.